As you might know, many people are upset with the current state of Rec Room. Rec Room was possibly one of the best social games to date. However, the game has had a major loss of character in recent times. I've said this a lot now, but Rec Room is clearly not the same as it used to be, and more people are recognizing this upsetting reality. I don't mean to beat a dead horse, but this game has so many issues of which I feel very strongly about, and I think it's very important to visit the topic again. I've made 2 other videos which talk about my personal strife with Rec Room in recent times, yet I still have so many issues with this game that I've missed. In other words, I want to take today and chat about a few more things that have led to Rec Room's downfall. I'm sure if you've played Rec Room for more than 5 minutes, you'll have run into at least one of the many glitches and bugs this game is flooded with. Rec Room is filled to the brim with game-breaking glitches and bugs, some of which have been around for years without any fixes. From failing to load into most rooms, to dealing with sparkles on your camera, this game has a lot of problems. It would take an entirely separate video to even begin talking about how many glitches are in this game. Bugs in this game used to be pretty rare, however, Rec Room has stopped caring about the quality of their game. It seems like every update they fix one bug, but add 2 more. And when I say game breaking, I mean game breaking. Some of them literally prevent you from loading into a room. On a related note, Rec Room also has a big hacking problem as well. I know this isn't something they can entirely control, as every game is bound to have hackers, but Rec Room's anti-cheat just does not work at all. It is so easy to exploit in this game, literally anyone can do it at this point. It's probably easier to exploit this game than it is to play it normally. Every other public instance I join, there is bound to be somebody hacking. In my opinion, Rec Room should focus on strengthening their anti-cheat, as exploiters have been making this game virtually unplayable for ages now. Another problem I want to talk about is the removal of Classic Bean. This is something that I feel very strongly about among many other players. Classic Bean is the original, simpler avatar design that Rec Room launched with. This avatar laid foundation for what Rec Room looked like, giving the game a distinctive feel. Yet for some reason, in June of 2025, Rec Room completely removed the Classic Bean avatar for something completely different. Rec Room forced players to upgrade to the new Bean body, a decision that was not received well by players. This change even drove many original players to quit the game entirely. So, was it really all that bad? Well, my answer is yes, I really do not like New Bean. First off, the new avatars made my character look like a child, and no amount of editing or changing my character could fix this problem. And so my character was stuck looking like a child. Not only this, but every single one of my saved outfits was now outdated, meaning I would have to go and resave over 100 different outfits all over again. And on top of this, the new Bean avatar messed up with the orientation of VR players' hands, changing how most objects and weapons were held. This meant that I had to learn how to aim laser weapons all over again. And to make matters worse, this avatar caused me to lag way more than the classic one. I started crashing a lot more than I used to. And it wasn't just me experiencing this. Many of my friends on different headsets and consoles started to notice an increase of crashing right around the removal of Classic Bean. I was hopeful that Rec Room would realize how poorly players thought of the new avatars and give us the option to go back to the old ones, but they have not acknowledged it since then. Moving on, the last thing I want to talk about is how I think Rec Room can improve. To start, I don't think Rec Room should have added back the old Rec Center. My problem with this is that they just kicked a bunch of OG PSVR players off of their game. I was there for this Rec Center, yet I can't even experience it again. They kicked me off of the game. Rec Room is obviously doing this just to get old players back, and it is very clearly nostalgia bait. Instead of bringing back old locations to bait old players to come back to the game, why not make a new quest? I'm pretty confident that a new quest will bring back old players and attract new ones. I mean, the last quest we got was 8 years ago in 2018. On top of this, Rec Room needs to listen more. So many people in the community are speaking out about many of their terrible choices, and they should stop and listen to what people are saying. And most importantly, I think Rec Room needs to slow down. They're adding too many things at once. They're trying to be a game they just simply aren't. I liked Rec Room for being its own thing, not for being a Roblox copy. Rec Room has the chance to improve, and I have faith that maybe someday it will. Well, that's all I want to talk about. I just wanted to say that I believe Rec Room can improve, and I hope they have a sudden realization as to the status of their game. I don't want to hate on this game, but with the terrible choices they've been making, it's really hard not to. I had a lot of fun on this game while it was still good. I'm very glad that we were able to make memories on such a good game, and I would love to see nothing more than it to actually do well again, but until then, I can't even play it, so. Anyway, I've talked about this for way too long. You have yourself a great day, and I'll see you later. Bye bye now.